Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of our Epidemius campaigns. Things are starting to kick off here. We have 1, 2, 3, part of a fourth total province here, and we are now spreading our plagues through Kislev. The plague that I hit Port Stragoff with has spread now into 2 more cities. If you look at the spread chance, it's got a 28% spread chance. 14 over here, so it spread here, then it spread... No, actually it spread here, then here. No. What is it? I think it spread here, then here. And we could hit Prague, we could hit Hell Pit, we could hit Tower of Crack, Arengrad, I think it's right here. Any of the local regions, it could spread there and then continue to spread from that area. We are at 150 infections per turn, which is quite a bit. Cavalry units. I do have some pox riders now, so that might be worth it. I also have some plague drones, so this might be worth it. Either way, going towards Rot, Glorious Rot here is pretty good. So we'll head that direction. And we need to figure out what to do with Epidemius now. He's sort of, we dealt with Malachi. We're friends with Astrogoth. So I think it's time to move Epidemius back home. And we're going to start working on taking out Sigvald up here to the north is my ultimate goal. And we just sort of want you to hang out. I want to be able to put an army in you pretty quickly. So I have some stuff there for it. I think we're going to drop this final Nurgling though. And pick up another Pox Rider. I like the Pox Riders a little bit more than I like the Death's Heads, or Plague Drones, I mean. So we'll just grab a couple of those. And really, ultimately, what we're waiting on is next turn we're going to work on another big plague that we're probably going to send forward into Wolfric. To mess with him quite a bit. Boris is getting big. Boris could really mess with the Disciples of Hashut, but they're also really large. And Grimgor has taken out Tamarkon. Surprise, surprise. Well, Tamarkon's not dead because I haven't had a chance to recruit him, but it looks like Grimgor is doing his thing over there. Okay, we've got 486. What plague can we cook up here? Oh, we've spread to 6 so that we are now surging. I still need to unlock this. So let's just get like a nice plague spreading inside our territory. We'll target Forest of Decay.
How my list grows.
Yeah, we'll get a nice plague spreading through our territory, and I still need to unlock these 3 symptoms as well. That doesn't increase our tally meter, right? But it could well, I mean, 115 growth is nothing to scoff at. We really want to get to 4. If we can hit 4, that allows us to pick up the Death's Head Plague Drones. But ultimately, really, 5 is where we want to be for the Rot Knights. Really want to get those Rot Knights rolling. I want to get the Plague Ogre building going. I want to get a bunch of things. Garrison Lord, I don't really care about. Epidemius, however, I would like to pop into the water and get you going home. I'm really curious how badly Grimgor is beating. Well, there's Tamarkon right there. That's his colors. It looks like maybe he might be spreading this way. Grimgore, something needs to be done about Grimgore, and honestly, I'm not the one to do it. So, I guess I could beat up a Grimgore army with a Nurgling army, or a Nurgle army. Not full of Nurglings, that would be awful. But I could beat up a Grimgore army with a Nurgle army, but it's not something I'm super excited to be a part of. Volksgrad, are Katerin and Kistalton at war with each other? We did spread to Hellpit, that's pretty good. We like seeing that. I would like to spread down here into Prague. That would be nice. As soon as we can get our numbers up to epidemical too, that would be really the most nice. Bilious Cliffs gets plagued. What else got plagues up here? Blackrock got a plague. Fantastic. Again, we're just heading home, and we're going to move down towards Sigvald to deal with him. I kind of want to get rid of him. I want more land that direction, so that I can get plagues and keep spreading plagues in this direction. I don't really want to take all of this until I get like a firm plague stranglehold going down. Casualty replenishment rate -10. That's insane. And then 7 to 15 damage is still so good. Tallyman's blades are still like getting up to like 5 uses, I think, on the Tallyman's blades. That's 5 exalted demons that you can order in. When normally you very much would not be able to. We want to keep growing these outer settlements as much as possible to make some cash. We're not really making any money right now. Disciples of Hashut can't do anything about that. Can't declare war on them. They would be very upset by that. Next turn, we're going to have about 470 infections to work with. We can get a pretty sick plague rolling off with that. But what I want is even more infections. We want plagues per turn. Big plagues per turn, not just little plagues. We want spreadable, less immune plagues, so that they can bounce back and forth between each other. I kind of think they need to retune the plague system a little bit. I know, like, multiplayer, it would suck to have one character taking over with plagues. But this is a single-player game. It's not a multiplayer game. Just balance it around. Let the Nurgle player have, like, full plague experience. Just, I want it to be able to chain spread like crazy. Make it feel good. Are you declaring war? I will take your non-aggression pact for now. I think if we start taking territory in this area, it would probably be into Zazel, maybe. Alright. Caravan of Blue Roses. I'm not going to do that. Tower of Flies. Plagued. Let's get another plague rolling here. Is there anything that I have yet to open up this? We'll just do something like this. To have a plague. It is not my strongest of plagues, but it'll be a good plague. So let's summon a cultist here. And then instead of infecting this one, we're going to go for Doomkeep. That's 3 turns away. It's going to take some time to get there. Well, we spread even farther. 2 armies and 7 settlements. Nice. Did we hit Prague? No. 2 armies and 7 settlements. Well, I really think we should be using Epidemius while he's got the buffs. So we're going to keep moving towards Sigvald here. We're broke is a big problem. We need some cash. We're going to have to start making cash somehow. I can't recruit an army if I get attacked currently, so we've got to start recruiting, getting some cash in.
see you now.
The Proctor will see you. Yeah, I'll join the war against Katerin. I don't know what good I'll be, but I'll be there. I don't want to take her settlements, though. I'd much rather, just plague her to death. Who is this light blue here? Is that Azag? It might be. I mean, Chaos Doors should be able to take out Kislev. Cliff of Beasts gets plagued. I am not going to be sending Epidemius back, though. Maybe we do. Let's head to Winterpire. Why does it want to go around? What is so strange about dipping into the water? Why can't the game just understand to dip into the water? Tower of Crack gets plagued. We are now up to 10. That's a crazy increase to our research rate. And casualty replenishment, like, to non-Nurgle armies is super less leadership. Oh my god, it's crazy. Military. Overcoming resistance. When the armies of sickness raise their fetid banners, they leave nothing but festering corpses. Leadership for cavalry, missile defense for cavalry, and war beasts. So that's gonna just help our pox riders and various things. It'll take 4 turns, but 4 turns is not that long. We're still picking up as many of these as we can pick up, and I'm kind of just saving money right now. What are you? Bleeding orifices. Everybody wants bleeding orifices. Gross. I don't really want to build an outpost. I could get like some crazy good blunderbusses and things that would feel nice. But I think we're going to go full on flavorful Nurgle army. Slow, forward marching, and painful. That's what we want here. Astragoth moving. Don't take Prague. Yeah, go take this. Start pushing some of this back. This must be Azag here. I think that's his color. It's been a while. I'll give you the non-aggression, sure. Azazel is basically dead. He's down to 1 territory. Azazel never does well, I've noticed. He kind of just never does well. And Astragoth is moving to kick some butt where he can. Well, we did lose a bunch of plagues there. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to cook up another one. Once we get down here, how many turns of immunity? 1 turn. So that's really not very much immunity. If I get down there, we'll get a cultist running around. Let's spread into you. That gets us back up to 8. And I'm pretty sure it'll be able to spread to quite a few places from here. There's somewhere here. It can spread up here, here. There's a few places it can move towards. Building upgrades. What do we got? What do we got? Let's get the cash building first. We're still building up that army supply. Once I get Epidemius down here in, what, 3 turns? We'll set off a plague cultist down to hit some of these armies. That'll help Astragoth out as much as we can, really. Instead of hitting Fort Stragov, maybe we'll hit Prague. I think would be a pretty good target. But bro, you have no armies. You really need an army. Well, what is this quest? Defeat an army. I'm not going to be fighting the Caravan of Blue Roses. Blighted Grove receives a plague. That's another one of my places. Man, that's spreading like wildfire through there. But it's already died off in these territories. Oof. Well, we've got 521 stacks or infections. What kind of plague can I cook up? What is this? I could go melee attack, and that unlocks all of my stuff. Increase that. Let's lower that to increase immunity. I really don't want the immunity happening. So we'll summon a cultist at Epidemius' location. And then we're going to have this cultist come forward to hit Prague. That's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. But when it hits, it's going to feel bad. I kind of really don't want this territory anymore. But we'll just it is plagues per turn, right? We can't ignore that. What does this give me? Infections, income, so we kind of want growth. The growth building though is hard locked. But we'll take it. Get that growth building rolling. And we really need to save up some cash. What would it be like to live in this world? Imagine being a Kislevite peasant. You're being attacked by mechanized hell dwarves. You're being attacked by literal icons of decay and rot. What is Astragoth doing? Is he trying to go home? You don't have an army, my bro. This army will kill you. Wow, Azazel smacked Fort Stragov. Is Fort Ostrosk a dark fortress? There's got to be a few dark fortresses around here. Reichland has the Nemesis crown. Shadowstone Isle picks up, of course it is, because it's a Nurgle settlement. Infections per turn. A random plague will be given to the settlement. Infections per turn. I think we might go... I mean, we could go for the flat 5, but that's boring. We'll take the flat 5. It's safe. It's safe. We gotta go for safe right now. Alright. Don't want to be, like, caught marching, so we're gonna have to get out of that stance. I really want to hit Prague. The cursed city. We want to curse it again with a plague. Do I want to help out Azazel with his war? I could take Hellpit and give Hellpit to Astragoth. That'll make him stronger. What is the...
This is intolerable.
Ulrika?
We are not brothers.
What do you got in here? I mean, this is a nothing garrison. I'm pretty certain I could take that garrison, so we'll wait until next turn before we declare that war. We'll take it, we'll give it to Astragoth to help him out. More income, please. And, well, next turn we'll hit that with a plague. In fact. Astragoth got beat up. Katerin, she's a little scary. Well, we don't want to be losing. We don't want Astragoth losing. That would be a huge problem for us. we've decided to stick our necks out for the Chaos Dwarves, and I don't want them gone. They're going to be a nice breeding ground for infections later. Sarl encampment receives plague. Glek has leveled up. Speaking of Glek, let's get him moving somewhere. Soul Blight.
Good for destruction.
I think it's time to get Blek coming this way. We'll get some military access to Azazel. It'll be okay. Whose army is this? Some old lady. Okay, well, let us work up something nasty. Yeah. Increase spread chance. Increase the duration. Summon a cultist. Wow, you really spawned in just like the least useful place possible. If you were just a little bit over, you would have spawned in a much more useful area. You jerk. Well, let's get some research going. We're going to go for contaminating claws, make our plague drones even better. Next turn, we'll take Hell Pit, I guess. Does it still get the Skaven battle map if it's owned by non-Skaven entities? I would hate it if it did. We'll take Hell Pit, then we'll take Volksgrad, give them both to Astrogoth, then we'll take Prague, give it to Astrogoth. I actually don't want any of this, because I want to leave space open for plagues to spread.
You are not on my timetable.
I'll give you the non-aggression pact. I could have swore you were Wolfric's vassal. Yeah, we are super low on infections, which is bad. We need to get those infections rolling again. Okay, so we're up to 6. I'm going to go to Azazel and have him pay us for joining his war.
Damned prince is damned no longer.
Join war against Great Orthodoxy. What'll you give me? Lots of money, thank you. Who's over? That's Sigvald there. And move into Hell Pit. What is the battle map? Is this the Skaven battle map? It looks like it. We're gonna go ahead and fight this one. Just because we can. I'm not scared of this. It is the stupid Skaven map that everybody hates. Boy, we love this map, don't we? Okay, we're gonna do the standard push over here. I'll get my... You're siege attackers, right? You're not a siege attacker? Are you a siege attacker? You are. So, yep. We're gonna put you here. Get our froggy boys behind you. I'm going to put my plague drones kind of over here. Let's get you grouped up. We're gonna put our plague drones there so that we can distract a bunch of the units over there. Epidemius and the cultists and stuff go over here. Oh my, I forgot my herald's on his plague drone. And we're gonna start the battle by sending you all to attack the wall. We're gonna send all of you. We're gonna send you up. And then we're gonna have you follow. Just these guys, please. Get in there as well. And we should be able to, if we get into melee combat with any of them, we should just be able to end things. These rotflies are actually really good. Sorry, not rotflies, the plague drones are actually really good at getting things off the walls. So we'll have those standing out over there. And once I get a few casts off with, once I get a few casts set off with my, Plague Ridden here, we're not really too concerned about, any of the damage we're taking because it goes away. Let's get a Blight Boil there. We'll send a couple of, Plague Bearers in to hit the walls. Keeping an eye on my flies as we do it. I mean, look at this over here, yeah. And then we're gonna move Epidemius up to launch our Tallymen of Nurgle behind them. Oh, I can't get it over the gate, huh? Is that the way it's gonna be? Well, then we'll set them here. And have our exalted guys shoot them. Our flies are doing fine. No real concern there. Hit them with the death's heads, please. Plague Ridden. I really don't have any actual, like, winds of magic here. Come on, do some damage. Flies are done over here. Let's get them into these archers here. I don't want you staying in melee combat, so I want to pull you out. And we'll drop another Blight Boil right here. Come on, get out. You've got another shot of death's heads, so I want to throw those up. Yeah. Let's go ahead and drop one of those on them. Where are my flies? They're getting shot at, which is super unfortunate. I don't really want them getting shot at. This gate is about to drop. This gate is really far from dropping. Let's have you go in and start attacking. I want those exalted plague bears up there doing their stuff. Come on, rotflies. Jeez. They are having a difficult time. You get into those. Yeah, these plague drones are kicking butt and taking names. Our plague ridden, though, not doing so hot. He's hurting. Let's get another round. Get the plague ridden out. He's got to go. Pull the plague drones back so they don't die. Rot flies come up here. Come on, rot flies. What are you doing? Get off the wall. It's stuck on the wall. Honestly, I could have gotten up on the walls by now, so we might as well just be trying to get up there. Are my two rotflies still stuck over there? I don't understand it. I don't understand why they're stuck there. Let's get moved up a little bit. Yeah, plague drones. I gotta keep an eye on them because I don't want to lose them. But this plague ridden can drop off this. Ah, it's gonna miss. They got away from it. But I'll happily throw a stream of corruption this way. As the gate opened, yes, finally. Get through. Alright. Plague ridden, get out. Raw flies, get out. You're also through. So come in and start doing your thing. The plague bears are up on the wall. But now that everything is like stuck in melee combat, everybody will just start taking damage. The dot damage is gonna start ticking in and killing everything. More dots! Send in more dots, more dots, more dots. The dot damage is what's gonna win us the battle at this point. So let's just get you guys up on the walls. Frogs, froggos, get in. More dots, more dots. Yeah, they're getting clumped up on these dervishes. More dots. He's almost done. Their patriarch is almost done. It's not the quickest battles in the world, but you play for damage over time, really. I want our beast of Nurgle going this way. I have no idea what my plague drones are doing. Or my rot flies, sorry. I gotta name them correctly. Frogs. Go do something. Where's my pox riders? Pox riders, go do something. Please, go in and do something. Patriarch is dead. And now we're just killing this guy. Mortar dots. Send in mortar dots. We're gonna kill these guys. As long as we have them in melee damage, they will die before we die. And now it's just a matter of playing it through to the end. They've died. I actually want to just kill the units. I want the XP, actually. So, go kill them. Come on, Cuddles. Get in there, do your thing. I want him dead, too. Keep him engaged in melee combat so he'll die. What are dots? I want the dots. I've been playing a lot of WoW recently, if you haven't realized. I am loving Season 4. Just attack him! They really need to do something about the battle AI. When they chase, they can't attack. But whatever. 13 losses versus 498 losses. I think we did pretty well for ourselves. Nobody really got a massive amount of kills, but our plague drones, ooh, they got a lot. Decisive victory. Very decisive, I would say. We're gonna loot and occupy because we're not keeping this territory. We will sell it off. Well, it depends on what. Yeah, we're gonna sell it off. We don't want it. We don't have enough to get another plague rolling yet. But next turn. Let's fleshy abundance. And I guess we're gonna just pump health on this guy. We want him to be a big tanky boy on his war shrine. So just pump that health. And we got a lot of money currently. We're sitting on a decent amount. So what do we do? In just 3 turns, we'll be able to do this. So we're just going to upgrade some cheap stuff like that, so that we have enough money to upgrade that to a tier 5 settlement. That'll be really nice. Now, diplomacy. Disciples of Hashut. Give settlement. Help it. What do you give me? A lot of money for it. Okay. That's gonna make his war efforts weaker because he won't have enough money to actually purchase units. But are we really trying to save his butt, or are we just trying to screw over Kislev here? We'll have to figure that out. I haven't quite decided what we plan to do there yet. Only at 6 current infections. We are only at surging. I would like to get that to pandemical or whatever it is, the next level. And I think we're gonna start feeding territories into Azazel as well. Maybe make Azazel my friend, my vassal maybe. This is not the direction I had planned on going, though. I had really planned on going into Nagaroth. But you gotta take what you got. So we're up to 7. What do we need? Rampant is 10. Hey, it's spread. Okay. Spread here. That's not Caterin, it's spread over here. Well, it started here, spread there. We lost one somewhere and we gained one over here. Yeah, we didn't get any real spreads through there, unfortunately. Well, excuse me, sorry. We can let's just get a cheap This is a blessed symptom. I really should use it. Let's get a cheap plague set off over here. We'll just work on the spread chance. And then in 2 turns, we will get plague spreading over into Zoishink. I don't think this is a dark fortress, but I'm pretty sure Castle Alexandrinov is a dark fortress. Epidemius. What do we want to have happen over here? Maybe we attack Fort Ostrosk and give it to him as well. And then we'll go into Prague and Volksgrad and try to give all of that to Astrogoth. And just have him as a plague incubation ground. No, we don't want to upgrade any of those. Noisome tumor. Nothing I can do here yet either, but I can. Yeah, let's work on those. We're gonna need to start taking some territory somewhere in order to get more infections rolling. So maybe it's Wolfric that we start looking to kill soon, to spread through there. Or do I just take this territory off of Kislev myself? But that would lower my number of infections. Not infections, but plagues. It would really be good if it counted your plagues as well, but I understand that would be super busted. We can't actually do something stupid like that. I'm not crazy. Understand that completely. But sometimes things should be busted. Sometimes I don't think this game should be balanced. I think when you play as one of the legendary lords, you should get huge bonuses and just not be balanced. Who wants to play a balanced game when you could play, you know, an insane game? Bay of Blades. Alright, we are now up to Rampant. So that gives us a spawn of Nurgles. You can just randomly turn somebody with... It's an execute that turns some people into spawn of Nurgle. +2 uses for a Tallyman's Blade, so that's 4 total. 15 damage, negative leadership, negative casualty replenishment rate if you're fighting someone with a plague. We're just gonna go ahead and take this. That does lower my number of infections, I understand that. But it's okay. We're still at 10 currently. And I will soon be able to pop out yet another plague. Let's repair that. We'll go Fort Stragov and Zoshink, and we might... Nah, we'll just keep all this. I need the infections per turn. Is she... Wow, she is taking stuff. Well, I don't like that. Are you Archeon? Yep. I don't like the fact that she's taking stuff. Okay, well, we've got his special line all done. Now we're just buffing up our army. Terminal infection. That gets plague bears. Speed for plague bears. Yes. Scarred veteran. You're on your rot beast finally. Fantastic. So we'll go wound maker for you. And we just need to hang out a turn. Let's make ourselves... I already used the casualty replenishment rate. Nah, we'll wait a turn, and we'll send a plague somewhere deep into here like Kislev. Our Kislev already has necrotizing ears, which is disgusting. Zavastra has something disgusting. Well, then I guess Plesk and Noxovi has to be where we're sending a plague next. Oh, I could have upgraded that one settlement.
Welcome to the court of contagion.
How? You're rank 69. So you're not very big. Tamarkon, you're not super strong. But that's okay. If you die, we'll recruit you. Nagarond is big, and I am a little scared at how big they are. Malekith might have like confederated everybody over there by now. And he could be looking to come after me at any moment. Decadent Host is still alive. Okay, weapon strength for flying units is done. Fleshy growths, East New, Pustule, and Tumor is a blessed mark of the Father's love. With every wretch and heave summoned by the sight of such growth, Nurgle is shown his deserved gratitude. That feels like a repeat. We saw that somewhere else already. Yes! They copied the exact same wording from carcinogenic. I see you, CA. I see you. Avatars of the Plague God gives you word save for your characters, which is big. Nurgle is Ascendant, and now we have a ton of infections to work with. That's really good. Blackrock can now go up to level 4. And let's deal with some of these infections. Alright, growth, upkeep, no, construction cost, income, corruption. We are going to choose Force of Decay, spread, duration, infect. That gives us a decent little plague to boost our economy back home. Now, with Epidemius, we're gonna move here. The Winds of Magic is bad. Really bad around here. So let's look at Vanguard deployment, armor, ammunition. We will choose Epidemius. Spread. Let's actually focus on like duration. We will infect Epidemius and hope that it spreads in the nearby area. And let's bring this boy down. We'll colonize Fort Stragov with him. I'm not too scared of that army, but I might need to be. Not worried about the building upgrades. We're going to take Prague. That's our goal. But we might have to kill an army or two in order to do that. Yeah, I told you I wasn't scared of that army. We'll take the favor. And we're just trying to spread some corruption around so we can get some good recruitment off. Spread some infections around so that we can get our crazy campaign effects off. Trying to save the Chaos Dwarves so that Katerin doesn't completely kill them. If I can take the major Kislevite cities away, that's really going to weaken her.
You have my attention.
Yes, I'll give you the military alliance. Sure. Why not? We're playing a big old chaos game. Chaos Love Fest over here today. Everybody likes each other. We're just gonna keep being friendly. Plague Bears. Please? Trollheim Mountains are about to rebel. I don't like that. Let's spend money on colonizing. Evasion, then we're gonna get Purple Sun. We need a lot of corruption, but we just don't have it. There's two armies here. Katerin is running back. You gotta take Carrick Vlag, bro. You can't just let them walk all over you like that. He's probably got a couple of fights that he's fighting. It's making him lose. I think we're gonna sit in ambush stance. And we're expecting Catherine to come out and try to kill us, I think. Yeah, we're gonna get the rebellion. I think if we build one of these, we'll be mostly okay to deal with that rebellion. This is about to lose its plague, I'm sure. So we need to get another cultist running. Wow. We got the ambush. Yeah. Auto resolve that right out. I think the favor. Easy. Okay. Is that Katerin? No, that's somebody else. Katerin was still over here. But those plagues really starting to pay off. I think it's time to recruit a second lord or third lord here.
I can kill you with great expediency.
I'll take your non-aggression pact. Well, nobody wants to fight me except for Malekith. Nobody's wanting to fight me, and that's okay with me. Because I don't really want to fight everybody myself. I just want to be... I'm playing Plague Simulator. That's what I'm doing. I'll pay, sure. Send the maggot to a lowly servant. Yeah, I'll pick up the allegiance. Urson Revivalist, gone. Archeon. Took Karak Doom. Wow. Archeon on a roll. How long are you safe for one turn? Darn it. Katerin, stop taking those things. Well, let us actually come in here, recruit a Herald of Nurgle. Let's see what we've got. Armor piercing weapon damage. Casualty replenishment rate. Chance of plague spreading. Well, I guess we're gonna go for Toxicanus. Send Epidemius over. We'll put 4 plague bearers in there. What can I recruit? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll definitely just replace those with exalted plague bearers. I still have pox riders, don't I? Please tell me I have pox riders. Rot Knights there, Toads there, Plague drones, and 1 pox rider. So we're gonna go boom boom. We'll actually just get those set now. Boom boom. Transfer over. That leaves us 2 slots to pick up a plague drone and to pick up a pox rider. We're just too poor right now to do it. And we might as well get another plague rolling somewhere. What do we have? Virulent Contagion. Drops melee defense everywhere. Cantankerous Spread. Speed for the cavalry units. Airborne Augs. Melee attack for my flies. Better Great Unclean Ones, which we don't have yet. I think we're going to go for the flies. Earthing, Arcane Conduit, and now you are finished as a caster. Boom. And we really just want to keep making this guy our hunter-killer on his rot beast. Garrison Lord isn't moved. I know. We're just gonna keep them not moving, actually. And you're plagued. We're gonna need to send a plague over here. So let us concoct something. I'm actually hemmed in over here. I can't touch those. Spread, duration. Forget duration, we'll go for immunity. Summon a cultist. We definitely want that cultist coming over here to hit Prog next turn whenever it comes off cooldown. And we just want to keep like the plague piling in over here. That keeps us above 10, which is where we want to be. We want to be in the 20s, but it's a little harder than you might think to get there. Yeah, see, Volksgrad is done, Kislev is done, Zavastra is done, so we're going to be down to like 6. It's really hurting us. As far as battle goes, it weakens us quite a bit. Not having all those those plagues spread around. Really, I just need more infections per turn. Still don't have enough. I'll give you the military access for money. Grimgore's Wa fails. Yeah, that dropped us down to 6. What are you spreading? Liquefying lungs. Up to 7. How many turns? 1. 1. Are you 1? Yeah. And finally level him up again into Virilis, Contagion, and pick up our units. We'll grab a Death's Head. And again, I'm too poor, huh? I really want... Not that button. I really want the Death's Head. And we'll have to get another one next turn. But we're going to end this episode here. I believe we've done pretty good for ourselves. Pyrrhic victory is okay. Aha, that gives us enough. Now we can get that plague pox rider. Not gonna repair that. Definitely pick up the pox rider here. Do I want the pox rider or do I want another plague drone? Ooh, that's a hard ask. That's a hard ask. Plague drone it is. Wow. This army's starting to look a little scary. Next episode, we are going to keep sending plagues deep in here. I think we're going to send a plague down to Beckhofen to try to open up the Empire to plague. Grimgore's Wa fails, so hopefully Tamarkon can like push him back a little bit. It looks like Kugath is losing hard. Kugath's down to his main settlement here. That's super unfortunate. But not much we're going to be able to do there, except for recruit Kugath whenever he dies. Nagaron is still at war with us. We don't like that, but it looks like the Decadent Host is really popping off over here as well. The Chaos Tide is pushing in, and as is lore accurate, Kislev really is the last best bastion for the planet. So we're kind of going to just try to push through Kislev, make sure that they don't survive, save Astragoth so that he doesn't die. And that's that for this episode. Everybody, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.